This is a segment from a stream I did earlier this week about Internet Adjacent's response, specifically where he shows himself to be a flatly dishonest individual in the framing and timeline about what I said about him in the comments of the first stream I did on him. I'm publishing this as its own video for the sake of letting a larger audience see this, as well as proving a little bit later that he may be lying in an even worse manner.
There's a claim going around that me and Parlo invited Avalon to a group chat and sent him NSFW when he was underage, which is just entirely false. I've actually seen people like Lio Convoy push this, which, I mean, I don't know what I expected, but let me just really quickly say...
Oh, we'll get there, don't worry.
I turned 18 in September, and the group chat was made in October after he came on to me. So, no, this claim's just entirely false, and yet people have literally pushed this without any evidence.
So who wants to do some reading chat? We're gonna do some reading chat. Boop. Hello. So, he made it a point to cut out that specific thing. Now, keep in mind, I had only gone through Parlo's doc. Right? Only Parlo's doc. Where that claim came from. So here's the conversation. Now, keep in mind, he watched my stream and responded to it saying, "Sorry for the psychological damage my love life caused Lio." My response to him was, I'm a bit more concerned with the fact that you posted news in a GC that had a minor in it, frankly. And everybody else is cloudy saying, so you can ignore me when I ask you why you wanted a minor not block server? Great. And all these other responses. He came to my channel, saw what I said, and what did he do? Well, dear chat, he added me on Discord, and we're going to look at our conversation. Now keep in mind, I did not go to him. He came to me. And I say, sup, and then the next day, did you add me for a reason, or... And he says, I was gonna say, if you have any questions in regards to what's happening, I'm available, but I think it's better to hold off until after I publish my response. I said, I don't think talking to me is going to affect that. Essentially, we can talk now, right? What do you mean? Exactly what I said. It's not really going to matter one way or another. This is our entire conversation. Our entire conversation. Now, I don't know, put on our thinking caps, right? Let's put on our little thinking caps with a propeller on it, with the beanie. If this was something incorrect, if it was something incorrect that you say a major issue with, because I would, if somebody accused me of posting my nudes, like anywhere, I'd be a problem with it because I don't do that, but specifically in a group chat where it's claimed that minor is in there, and somebody says that to me, my response isn't going to be, well, if you have any questions you can ask, it'd be, you're wrong, here's why you're wrong. Here's why that data is wrong. And he had the opportunity to correct it in the comments. Because remember, he came to me, and then he had the opportunity to correct it here. So why didn't he? Why didn't he have that conversation? Why didn't he say, hey, Lio, I think this is wrong? Because here's the truth of the matter. If I had data that proved it was wrong, I would have said something. I would have flatly told him, hey, I'll correct it, whatever, this will be something I can edit in, whatever I need to do. The reason why he's going this direction is because this guy has been trying to ride the coattails of other creators, including me to a point, because he wanted me to give him KP's Discord tag, because he's just got to follow that, right? He saw the opportunity to throw somebody like me under the bus, because I have some controversial opinions in the past, or actions in the past, willingly and knowingly claiming somebody's a child predator, or knowing that they're not, is not something you can put on my doorstep. I'm sorry, but it's not. This is dishonest snake behavior. That is what he is doing. He is being a snake. He knows he's being a snake. He is being a habitual liar. He had multiple times he could have talked to me and corrected the record. If we had that conversation and he was able to debunk it with solid data, I would have probably published the call after giving a cut of it, like a raw cut of the call. And boom, corrected to a larger platform. Oh my goodness, think of the children. This is malicious from him. You're a snake, Adjacent. You're a snake. And the problem with this, to anybody who can actually be critical in their thinking, which again, there's certain commentary bros that can't be because, like, they'll defend the worst of things if they think I'm against it, right? If they take a look at this, it throws everything else into question. Because if you're willing to lie about this, what else are you willing to lie about? This is such a small thing to try to throw somebody under the bus for in terms of how it could have been corrected. That's why he's doing it. He knows it. He knows it. You're a snake, Adjacent. And from what I understand, Jason's going to be on Falgi's stream tonight. If he's still going by the time we're done, I'll rage into him because, again, Falgi's mentioned here. You should be able to hear his take on this. I'm fine with that. But this is snake behavior. I doubt Falgi's going to cover it, but this is snake behavior. So, chat, what do we feel about snake behavior? Let me know in the chat below. Back to this goofy little video.
That says a lot about you, I'll just say that. Like I said, this whole
Sure thing, buddy.
grooming claim just seems pulled out of nowhere. Avalon himself has said multiple times that he does not agree with this claim.
You'd think that would be it, right? Apparently not. The screenshots were leaked by content creator Himpleton tonight, and in these screenshots you see Internet Adjacent talking to Avalon, a 17-year-old, about being in an orgy with him and Parlo when they all meet up. This is backed up by Adjacent wishing Avalon a happy birthday on September 30th when he turned 18. But all these other messages are before then. Granted, if these are real, that's a problem. Also granted, the other messages are only slightly outside of a week of Avalon's birthday, but there's more to it than that. One could argue about the legality of this communication regardless of the time frame, absolutely, but more to the point is that if these are real, it just further proves that Adjacent was lying. Guess that explains what morons he ran to after Falgi's stream. And to be clear, Parlo isn't getting a pass on this either. I think they're both freaks and need to report to the nearest workforce office first thing in the morning. Either way, both of them deserve to be called freaks, creeps, weirdos, and losers. That's the update. I'll catch you all next time. Take care.